Hi, kindergartners. It's station time again, and I'm going to tell you about what you will need from your green folder for this station today. All right, you're going to need quite a few papers, but trust me, it's not as much work as it looks like. You're going to need your alphabet cards, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, oh, and I, J. I should have said those first. You will need those alphabet cards. You're going to need your second apple page. We did one that looked like this the other day, but there were not as many apples on the tree. This one has many more apples on each tree. And then you're going to need 2 sets of pattern cards. Now I want you to look. Do you see how both of these papers look the same? You're not going to get out different ones. The ones that look different than these, we'll use another day. Today, we're just going to use 2 sets that look the same. All right, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start showing you what we're going to do with these things. Now, for the alphabet cards, that's what we're going to start with. We're going to cut them out. Now, are you already thinking, wait a minute, we did some of those the other day. Hopefully you still know where yours are at. I'm hoping that you'll also keep these in a safe spot so that when you have time in your day later on, you can practice with these cards. You can visit them again, so it's not just a one-time thing, but you can practice them more than once. Today I want to show you how I think you could practice with them. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is I cut them out, and I know they're a little bit mixed up, but I'm going to shuffle them a little bit. It's a little different than shuffling a deck of cards because they're kind of flimsy, aren't they? I'm going to mix them up a little bit like this. And then I'm going to think. I'm going to think about the alphabet song. Do you remember how it goes? You know. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then what? H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And then do you sing a little rhyme at the end to kind of wrap it up? That's our alphabet song. I want you to be thinking of that in your head. I want to see if you can put these letters in A, B, C order. Now let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to try to put them in the order of how we see them in the alphabet. Let me put this down here so that you can see. For example, in the alphabet, I comes before Q. So I'm going to keep I over there. Now listen. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. So now I know J goes next. H, I, J. I can't put K or L next. I need a K. So I'm going to leave a space for K and put L. Oh, I found the N. But I'm not quite ready for N. I'm going to need another letter there. R. That's going to come way towards the end of what I have. Oh, look it. Here's the M. L, M. I know you can't see that very well on the screen, but I'm going to put the M there. Oh, and then L, M, N, O. Look at what I found now. P. Now before the R, I got to move it over and put my Q. Q, R. And look at what I found. The last letter I have is K. Now I'm going to say my alphabet again and see if I got them in a good order. Ready? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Did you line them up like that? Yeah. If you did, you got those in ABC order. All right, boys and girls, the next thing you can do with the alphabet card, oh yeah, you can still chase them or write on them with the cars that you had, the little cutout ones. Sure, you can still do that, yes. Another thing you can do is if you are fortunate enough to have magnetic letters with the alphabet on them. Or maybe you have something kind of cool like this at home. Any kind of letter type game you have or plaything. You can match them up to the alphabets down here. Now, we've been doing so much robot talk that I thought maybe you would like to see my robot alphabet letters. All right, you want to see what I've got? All right, so here you might think that this is just a robot, right? But if I transform it, oh look, I forgot to go like that. It goes like that too. But if I transform it, you tell me the letter that I have here. Do you know that one? All right, go ahead, Jackson. N, nose. So now I'm going to take my letter toy and I'm going to lay it on top of this and I'm matching them up. I know a lot of you might not have the robot toys at home. Maybe one or two of you might have them, but probably not most of you. But maybe you have magnetic letters or another kind of ABC. If not, you could always write the letter. Oh yeah, of course you could. You could write the letter on a sheet of paper and then match it up, or write it on little scraps of paper and match them up. That would be fun. All right, let's get out our next robot. And then I bet you guys can help me figure out what letter this robot is. You can't tell right now, can you? Maybe some of you have a guess. All right, let's start to transform them. Let's see what we get. I never do much of the transforming for the robots in my house, so I need to get you kids at school so you can help me transform these. Yeah, Gabe's a transformer person, not me. All right, what letter do I have now? You see the straight line down? This one slants up. This one slants down. All right, Kylie, what is it? It's a K. Very good. Like kick or Kylie. Of course, we could always say Kaden for the letter K. That would work just fine. All right, I'm going to match it up. And here it is, the letter K. See how they match? They're slightly different, but I know both of them are K's. So I'm going to lay that down. All right, we got another one here for you. Are you already guessing what letter you think I'm going to do? All right, here's this guy. It's kind of unique. I'm not sure that I've got him transferred right. It's almost like he's like some kind of vehicle robot. Yeah. All right, let's get him folded up here and let's see what we can do. Do you see that? Yep, we have a lot of boys and girls whose last name starts with M. Yep, we have Nicholas McCovey, right? Jackson Mayer. Alec Marchena. Lillian Marquette. Hayden Mercou. And look at Mason Moore. That's a double M. Hunter Murray. Lots of M names. And of course, we've got Jessie May with an M in the middle, don't we? Oh, who's my kiddo with an M in the beginning? Martin, that's you. All right, so we've got lots of great M words just with our names. So let's match up the robot M with the letter M. All right, how about if we do one more of our robots, and then we'll keep it simple and you'll just tell me what the letters are. And then maybe when you get here, we'll do a robot station one of these days so that you can transform the robots. All right, let's see what we've got here. All right, we've got a robot. We can have him stand. Oh, there's his face. There we got him. There's our robot. All right, now we're going to fold them up, see what we can do with them. Put him in there. I don't know if I'm folding these up correctly. We'll see if we get a letter. Then we'll know if we did it correctly. All right. What do you say? Do we have a letter? We do have a letter. Remington, what letter do we have? We have the letter R. Very good. Yeah, that is a tough one to make. It's really tough when it's by the bossy letters, some of the vowels. All right, R matches up with this letter right here. That's the letter R. All right, now I'm going to show you some more, and we'll just lay them down. Can you tell me this one? It makes the O sound. Good. What do we call that letter? The letter L. Very good. I'm going to lay it down on the L. Good. How about this one? It's almost transformed. Like penguin. The letter P. I put that one down there. How about this one? The letter J, like Jackson. All right, let's go ahead and match that up. Did you notice how this robot J doesn't have a bar across the top, but this J does? Yeah, some people make the J in different ways. I've seen it made both ways, and both will work for us. We could do either one. All right, our next matchup is going to be, oh, like octopus. Good job repeating that. That is a short vowel. And here we go. Here's the letter O. It does look like a circle or a zero. All right, let's do one more. This one's like a straight line, isn't it? Yep, straight line down. I know why you might say number one, but we're just doing alphabets right now. So what letter would we call it? Yes, it is the letter I. And let's match it up. You're right, this one does have bars on the top and bottom, but this one doesn't. All right, now that we've matched them up, it's time for us to look at another part of our stations. So I'm going to kind of clean up my toys. I'm going to put them in one spot. I'm going to put the cards together. And remember, I'm recommending that you hold on to these, put them with your other alphabet cards, and you could even line up from A all the way, what did we go to, R today? Yep, and another day we'll go even further. Then you have a whole set. All right, the next activity we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about making patterns. Now this is going to take a lot of cutting out, a lot of preparation. So I'm going to cut. I put both of mine together. If you can handle that, go ahead and do it. If not, you can cut them separately. I'm going to cut around the outside, kind of like a picture frame cut, all the way around there, so that I can get this big scrap out of the way. Now, did you notice who is on these picture cards? Yeah, there's symbols that remind us of Christopher Columbus. Remember how we read a book about him the other day? We decided that he was very brave and very persistent. Yep. All right, he was a famous explorer. Next, I'm going to stack these up. And I'm going to make 4 piles. Here's the Columbus doing a lookout. Here's the telescope, because we learned how tools made a big difference in how people were able to travel. Now, have you ever heard of the word compass? Compass? This is a compass. A compass is a tool for telling what direction we're going in. The directions are like north, south, west, east. And then there's even trickier ones like north, west, southeast. And this is a picture of a map. We talked about how Columbus and his brother Bartholomew made and sold maps way back over 500 years ago. Maps can be very useful tools for us, but maps have changed over the years somewhat. All right, boys and girls, here's what we're going to do on this one. I've got 4 different types of symbols, and I want to see what kind of patterns I can make with these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make an AB pattern. That means I'm going to go compass, telescope. And what am I going to do next? Compass, telescope. I'm going back and forth, aren't I? Compass, telescope. And I could keep doing that. Compass, telescope. Yeah, I could keep doing it until I ran out of them. And you notice it goes back and forth? Compass, telescope, compass, telescope, compass, telescope, compass, telescope. And without even having it, I could make an estimate or a guess that a compass box right here. We call that an A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B pattern because it goes back and forth. But could we get trickier? Sure we could. What if we did this? Telescope, compass, compass. Telescope, compass. Let's see, telescope, compass, compass. Telescope, compass, compass. Do you see what I'm doing now? A, B, B. A, B, B. I'm doing another type of pattern. What would go here? Yeah, telescope. And you can build patterns like that. Could you go something like this? Compass, compass, telescope. Compass, compass, telescope. And then this would be compass. Yeah, and then another compass. What about something like this? Let me put these back here. And this time I'm going to go Columbus, map, telescope. And then I'm going to repeat Columbus, map, telescope. You say it with me. Columbus, map. Yeah, what did you say? Telescope. Good. Columbus, map, telescope. Columbus, map, telescope. See how it keeps repeating? And we could even go like this. We could say A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. So I can build all sorts of different patterns. Maybe you could build a pattern and then see if there's a grown-up near you that could guess what kind of pattern you have or what would come next. Now, boys and girls, this is like so many of our station things. I'm going to recommend that you hang on to these. Ask Mom and Dad if they have any more envelopes or any more baggies. Put them inside. And then on a day when Mrs. Finkel isn't working with you, but Mom or Dad say you need to be practicing some of your learning, you could get these out and you could be building more patterns. Yes, you could use them for other things too, like you could use them for adding things, subtracting, telling different stories. But the one thing for now we know for sure is how to make patterns with those. All right, and another thing that I know we know about is counting because we've been doing so much practicing with our counting. Our apple trees today say, count and write the number for each. Now, do you remember my counting trick? That sometimes I like to color as I count so that I don't get messed up. I'm going to take my red here. And as I color the apple, I'm going to count it. I hope you can see that. I hope it's clear. Here we go. 1 apple, 2 apples, 3 apples, 4. And I keep going because there's still more apples. 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we're good. 8. I ran out of apples, so I have to stop counting. The last number I said was 8, so I'm going to write a number 8 down here. I don't know if we've talked about 8. It goes like this. Make an S, do not wait, go right back up and make an 8. Some of you might draw a circle on the top and then a circle on the bottom. That would work too. And then you can go to the next apple tree, count it up, tell me how many. So if you do this paper, you're going to get practice with counting and then writing the numbers. So boys and girls, there's so many different things we can do to practice math. Lots of things we can do to get ready to be readers and become familiar with our letters and sounds. And by doing your best on the station today, you're going to be making a step in the right direction.